Hello, this is Annalisa from Faith Dream Create, and welcome back to my channel. You are watching my Christmas card series for 2023. It is Christmas Eve as I am putting this up. I will be putting this up at Christmas Eve in the morning, so Merry Christmas Eve. I will be using this die set from Tim Holtz. This is the Thinlits Colorize Road Trip die, and then I'm also going to be using Walter. This is a freebie in the month of December over at Simon Says Stamp. You have to spend around $35 in Tim Holtz products to get Walter for free, or else he's $25 by himself, and they're saying that he's limited edition, so I'm not sure if he will be available after December. So if you like him, go on over to Simon Says Stamp and pick him up while you can and get this cute penguin. I'll have all of the supplies that I'm using linked down below in the description box. Right now I am just looking at this die set, getting all of the pieces ready. This one does say blue 1, blue 2, because that is what they have on the cover, but you can just switch the colors up as well. I did go with blues because I wanted to, but you could switch this up, and the dies do give you a guide, which is awesome. So these dies do fit into the Sizzix Sidekick machine until you get to some of the bigger pieces with the wheels, then they don't fit through. So I needed to pull out my Big Shot machine to do some of the bigger pieces, and I really tried to make it work. You're going to see that here as I die cut this out. I really tried to make it work, but it didn't, so I had to pull out the Big Shot machine. And yeah, I also do feel like for this particular die, the Big Shot machine would be a whole lot nicer, because the way it went through, I had to cut it down a little bit with my scissors just because it didn't do a great job cutting it out, just because it is a little bit of a bigger die and there's a lot of detail in there, and I guess there just wasn't enough pressure with the smaller die cutting machine. So if I were to make a card with this die set again, I would pull out my bigger die cutting machine, my Big Shot machine. That is just what I found, but it was so fun to work with this die. There's so many different details and so many different elements, and once you start gluing it together, it just comes to life, and I love the 3D effect of this. And it also has a bunch of fun elements like the suitcase, and I feel like it's like a sleeping bag on top, and then a sign and a tree, and even a puff of smoke coming out of the, it could be a puff of smoke coming out of the exhaust, or a cloud for the sky. So it gives you a ton of different elements to play with and to make this fun card. You could put any character into this car as well, but I'm going to be putting Walter into the car, and you could definitely switch up the theme, make a birthday card, make a summer theme card, any occasion, just switch up the colors, switch up the elements that you add and the sentiment, and voila, you have a different card. I'm really excited to pull this car out again. I picked this up last Christmas and I'm finally making with it, and I love how this turned out. Walter was the perfect addition to the car. So a lot of die cutting for this card, but I love how it turned out in the end. When I saw Walter, I wasn't sure if I wanted to get him, but I was like, started seeing projects with him, started to be like, I really do think he's cute. I'm like, do I want him? Do I need to grab him? And there was a few dies that I was hoping to get from Tim Holtz, so I went ahead and did it, and I thought, you know what, I want to get Walter, I want to put him in this car, and I want to make a Christmas card this year for someone in my family, and I think it's going to, I love how it turned out. I think it turned out really cute. So just getting the car all cut out, then we're going to cut out Walter and glue everything together and do the finishing touches. And you know what, I'm going to put on some music and switch things up while I do all the die cutting, and then I will come back and talk about the finishing touches on the card.
I'm going to say Christmas Eve is coming soon. Now are you, dear old man? Whisper what you bring to me. Tell me if you can. When the clock is striking 12, when I'm fast asleep, down the chimney broad and black, with your pack you'll creep. All the stockings you will find hanging in a row. Mine will be the shortest one, you'll be sure to know.
now that everything is glued together, I'm going to finish up the card. So I'm using the soft navy Simon Says stamp ink to distress my card base, bring in that blue again, and add some fun. And then I'm going to do the sentiment with the Distress Oxide ink. And then this is a stamp set from Simon Says Stamp. It's got all of these fun Christmas script sentiments. And I'm going to do the blue. And it didn't stamp perfectly, but I took a marker that I had in my craft area to just fix it and highlight it and go over it and fix it. I feel like a stamping platform would have been way better to use, but I was in a hurry and trying to get this card done, and I was able to fix it. So now I'm just gluing a Walter into the die, the card die that I got already. He's already in there, and I'm just going to glue this down to the card, and you could add whatever you wanted to this card, but I chose to keep it simple. I'm going to add a little bit of sparkle and some pops of color in navy blue, keep that blue theme going, but first I'm going to fix that sentiment. I am grabbing out the blue marker. This is actually a dry erase marker that's like fine tipped, and it was like the perfect match to fix the script. And then we are going to keep on moving and finish up this card. So here is the pops of color in the navy, and then I will flick them to make them flatter. And then I'm going to add a little bit of sparkle to Walter and the car with my Spectrum Noir Sparkle Clear Overlay Sparkle Marker. And that is going to finish up today's card. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. Here on my channel, I share card making, DIYs, Bible journaling, and I hope to inspire you with creativity and what I love to do. So thank you so much for watching, and Merry Christmas Eve and Merry Christmas. I do have one more Christmas card, but I haven't finished making it, so you may get a late Christmas card after Christmas, but I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.